Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's up with it, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. Had a good weekend or whatever. And man, let's get right into it. So I really didn't even want to talk about the Will and Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett saga, but something that kind of stood out to me. I sent the video, and I had never saw this video. And when I actually saw it, it was Chris Rock with Louis C.K. and them, and they were using the N-word all willy-nilly nonchalantly. Now, Jerry Seinfeld, I believe, was on the video, and he kind of had some reservations about it. And Chris Rock didn't have no problem with, I guess, allowing Louis C.K. them to, use the N-word the way they were. Man, but let's just jump straight into the video. That way, it'll make more sense when I kind of break down the dialogue and just kind of, see what other people think. All right, so I'm gonna show my screen. All right, man, and this is what he needed to get slapped for, if you ask me. All right.
White people are rich; they're just rich forever and ever. Even their kids are rich. Yeah. But when a black guy gets rich, it's countdown to when he's poor again.
Hold on, maybe you didn't hear that first part. And of course, fair use. Let me get a fair use disclaimer. This is for educational purposes. Let's hear that again.
White people are rich; they're just rich forever and ever. Even their kids are rich. Yeah. But when a black guy gets rich, it's countdown to when he's poor again.
Whatever, man. That was corny. But you see right there, he's a comedian, so it's assumed that he's gonna crack little jokes or whatever. But this next part of the video, I don't really think was too much of a joke, and that really wasn't too funny. It's really like a lot of times, like my sister says, a lot of that hating that people be doing, they hide it in those jokes and say, "Hey, man, it was a joke." But a lot of the times, that's how you really feel, but you hide it in the guise of a joke, so you kind of can see why you can cover it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get back to it.
He's the blackest white guy I fucking know. And then all the negative things we think about black people, this fucker.
You're saying I'm a nigger?
Yes, you are the niggerest fucking white man I have ever.
Hold on, man. Did I just hear that correctly? And this is why people say the white people like Chris Rock, because and a lot of celebrities and that are in the mainstream, a lot of them have this passive aggressive nature about themselves. Therefore, a lot of them get that pass, and they may get those opportunities that you and I may not get. But let's hear that one more time. We'll move on and play the rest of it.
You're saying I'm a nigger?
Yes, you are the niggerest fucking white man I have ever. Amazing!
I don't think he could do that.
What?
I don't think he has those qualities.
And Jerry Seinfeld caught that, was like, man, I don't think he can do that. Like, he had enough sense to say, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. And Chris Rock didn't even have enough courage to get up there and say, hey, man, you don't really need, let's not do that. Like, I know we comedians, but at the same time, man, that word has been such a trigger and it has such negative connotation associated with it throughout our lineage, to where why would you even allow a person to even do that? Joking or not. That's why when you go around these other cultures, the Hispanics, the Asians, they are, what's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? All the white boy, what's up, my nigga? And I'm like, man, even though they trying to say N-I-G-G-A, I really feel like, hey, bro, we don't walk around, what's up, my cracker? What's up, my wetback? What's up, my kike? We don't walk around doing that. So why would you feel like it's cool to walk around doing that to us? But we've gotten to a point to where the good is the bad and the bad is the good. And we're allowing these people to just do whatever to us. And let's continue on.
No, you don't even understand.
Really?
You don't really know him. Like, I've worked with him.
No, like your bit about.
I wouldn't use it anywhere.
No, exactly.
And here it begin. I wouldn't use it anywhere. And they're not even saying the N-I-G-G-A. They're saying the N-I-G-G-E-R. All right. And to me, that's horrible, man. That's in bad taste. And Chris Rock sits there like, oh, he's the innerest white boy I've ever met. You know, like it's just okay, and he condones this. Bro, and that's what he needed to be slapped for. I'm gonna continue on the video.
These two.
We say nigger on stage.
On stage.
You guys don't. That's a
that's
two
the
teams
that's
here.
The difference between
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We say
pair
nigger on
up in
stage. You
different
guys
ways,
don't.
but that's definitely a pairing. Who says nigger on stage? We don't.
Well, you just did.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
You and me say nigger.
He wanted to say it. That's why he just said it. So we don't. No, but he just sat there and said it and said, you just said it. Like, man, come on, man. These people internalize this stuff and really be wanting to say this stuff to you. And then they hide it. Like I said, they hide it under this smoke screen of comedy to really save face and try to save their reputation and their career and hide their true feelings on how they really feel about you.
No.
These two guys don't. I don't believe he says it in private.
I'm giving it up just because it's played.
I don't believe it's. I don't think you've ever said it probably in your life. No. Yeah, that's it. That's
Chris Rock. No, it ain't played. That's why he always drinking that water, because he's kind of uncomfortable and he's using that water to kind of guide, to kind of hide that. But he's talking about this play. Now he knows it's disrespectful, and his people have probably expressed that, and he sees how a lot of these other guys say, okay, well, he's doing it. He's not gonna go against us, because why? He wants to be in the industry. He wants to continue to make it. So if he wants to continue to get these chicks and get these roles, he's gonna play this. He's gonna act accordingly.
the huge difference between you and me, I think.
Well, you found the humor of it.
Yeah.
I haven't found it.
Right.
Man, Jerry Seinfeld just sat there and said, you found the humor in calling and using the N-word. I haven't found the humor. And he's gonna say, nor am I looking to find the humor, because people know the negative connotation that's associated with that word and how it has hurt people and how it has been used as a derogatory term to, bring, psychologically, bring people down and associate them as an underclass.
Right.
Nor do I seek it.
Right. I mean, so I'm going to find a way.
Can I squeeze some
You know what, though? Jerry, all of a sudden having a great nigger bit would be pretty amazing.
Oh,
yeah, it would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Because he retired it.
Yeah.
He retired it.
No, he did.
In 96.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Anytime you come even close to cursing, people, ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna stop it right there, man. I'm gonna stop that right there. That's not even funny to me, man. That's not even funny to me. So, for Chris Rock to allow them just to use that word so freely, like it's just all good, to me shows the type of character he exhibits. So I posed that question to a friend of mine, and I asked him, I sent him that video, and I said, how did you feel about it? And this was his response. And I just want to kind of, just put it out there and see what everybody else thinks. He says, it's clever. I get it. We are supposed to be saying shit like this. They are niggers if we are niggers. How? Because they come from the black man, which makes them black as well, but less at the same time. We are their fathers and mothers, but because we don't understand our background, we allow them to call us niggers, not understanding if they calling us niggers and that they come from us, then they are niggers too, just recessive niggers. Thus, the chocolate state of mind, understanding that we are the wolf of the human existence. Well, it was good. It was a good response, but I disagree because, one is that, if, like we said, if the word nigger with the ER is a derogatory term, why would anybody want to be associated with a derogatory term? Like I just stated, you're not gonna. These other races aren't gonna let you walk around and call them a derogatory term all freely and just act like it's all good. But they can turn around and use your derogatory term against you. So instead of them saying the N-word all the time like that, How about you say, I'm an honorary black man? Since we all came from black people, I'm an honorary black man. I'd rather you say that, even though I'm gonna argue against that because the struggles are different, for all of us here in America. But just to sit up there and say that word to me was very disrespectful, And Chris Rock to me was a sellout for doing that, bro. You're just wrong for doing that. I've never really listened to Chris Rock. Never really felt like he was funny. He had the Pookie role, but he played a crackhead, and during that time, if you look back on it, a lot of that stuff was used to help promote the crack epidemic, the marketing of selling and distribution of drugs. Therefore, getting more people locked up because of the '94 crime bill. So that's what I'm gonna say about him. And of course, we'll move a little bit onto the whole Jada thing and Will thing. My own opinion, really too much on that, is that I kind of do feel like Jada has been a negative catalyst on the relationship. Now, I don't know what Will has done. I'm pretty sure Will has done his share of dirt. The only thing about his share of dirt is it hasn't been aired out in public as much. So I'm pretty sure he isn't being squeaky clean, but nobody is out here putting his business out there. Jada has had a reputation of putting their business out there. Like, she was on the Oprah show. She was on Oprah. She was on a couple other different shows talking about how their sex life or whatever. And I know she called herself, trying to be new age and enlightened and having an enlightenment spirit, this, that, and the third for women. But to me, that stuff was just really tacky. And you didn't do nothing but really make a fool out of yourself. And that's what they want you to do. I just play a quick little clip of it and I stop it real fast. For fair use education purposes.
Expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex. Right. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know. Right.
Really? If you love me, you should know. Nah, that's not always true all the time. Many people are in relationships and in love with each other, and they don't know everything about a person. A lot of people hold things, even intimate desires, secret. And just because you're in love or you love somebody doesn't mean you know everything about them. So she knows she's wrong on that, but to me, she's talking to these people and she's trying to seem all enlightened and fit in.
You know what I mean? If you love me,
you should be able to read my mind. Yeah.
Now, you know how stupid that sounds? If you love me, you should be able to read my mind. Come on, guys. Who can read minds? Man, people love people all day long, and that doesn't mean they can read their mind. Come on, man. Can you read your child's mind? Can your child read your mind? No, they can't. And you may love the mess out your child may love the mess out of you, but you cannot read their mind. You might assume that you know what they think and know what they may want, but you can often be wrong. So she knows she's wrong on that, and she just continued to try to pander, just to kind of sound intelligent and sound like she knows she's talking.
Jada Pinkett Smith gets candid about her sex life with Will Smith after more than 2 decades of marriage.
It is not your responsibility to make your wife happy, right? Just like it's not my wife's responsibility to make me happy.
Now, I understand what he's trying to say, and he's trying to say, if you're not a happy person already, then it's harder for somebody to come along and make you happy. So, that was said, and I can't remember what movie that was in, but that was also said in another movie where it's like, if I'm just not a happy person, you're not going to just come along and make me happy. I need to be happy. And then when I'm happy, if you're happy, we can be happy together. So I understand what you're saying, but it is your responsibility from my perspective, to enhance the happiness of your wife or your partner, vice versa. So of course you want your partner or your wife or whatever to already have a positive mindset and already be happy. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you complete a person, right? Sometimes they may be, going along their life and they may be at a satisfactory point. But when you meet that special someone, you enhance that person. And so to me, there is a responsibility, to the mate to make the person happy. Because you can make the person unhappy, right? So if you do something that they don't like, or you don't come through and doing your part, paying the bills, taking care of the kids, being a bad father, you make the person unhappy. So how can you not make the person happy if you can make them unhappy? That makes no sense.
It's my responsibility to make me happy, and it's her responsibility to make her happy, and then we're going to come together and build on that happiness.
The 50-year-old actress.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all been trying to be too smart and all this on enlightenment. And how it was said to me, there is your truth, there is their truth, and there is the truth. You got to quit running around trying to say your truth or your perspective on the truth is the truth. When the truth is the truth, you can't sit up there and pander to that. So anyways, man, I just wanted to kind of touch on that. And then, Corey Holcomb had talked about if this thing was possibly staged. And whether it was staged or not, I think he made a good point to talk about if it was staged, what an embarrassment to our people and our culture, because I believe for the first time you had a black person over, putting the Oscars together and, making sure everything was taken care of in an orderly fashion. And for this to be one of the first times a black person has been in that role, and for all this chaos to jump off, then it makes us look bad, like we cannot, conduct ourselves. And if it was staged for black people to participate in such an egregious situation, is really disheartening and not what's up.
Do all kind of shit, but if it is fake, this is an embarrassment. Thank you, Joe Thompson, for the need that $20. This is an embarrassment to black people if it is fake, because the brother, Will Packer, was in charge of the Oscars, so to speak. And if they let black people go up there and act a fool like that staged, I am ashamed of everybody who had something to do with it.
Straight up. So if it was staged, man, that's a very disrespectful, and it's a true letdown to our people, man. And hopefully that was not the situation, that was not the case. But if it was, like, it's almost like pandering. Oh, they want you to act, a certain type of way, so let's give them what they want. Basically we can get the ratings up, but it's like so we can show them that they don't deserve, or they're not civilized people, and they don't deserve the accolades that they really deserve, because this perception is being portrayed or being sold that they are not civilized, right? So last one, and I end this, gotta go. And this is just about Jaden Smith, because we all know that, Will and Jada and them kids really kind of turned out a little different. I ain't gonna really call them weird, but they are a little bit different. And Jaden Smith, he's, he talked about Tyler, the creator, being his boyfriend. He wanted to, leave the family, XYZ, when he was young, like 15 years old, I believe. But it's just a little clip kind of talking about that.
So be some puzzles together too. Like the fact at the tender age of 15, it was reported that Jaden had asked to be legally separated from his parents, giving grounds to the claims that the rapper and fashion enthusiast is ashamed of his parents' failures, especially his mother. Many were shocked at why the young boy would want to be emancipated, including his parents. Recalling the news in a 2018 episode of Red Table Talk,
now look at Willow. Is that Willow? I don't know. I think that's her name. But look how she dressed, man.
Jada, who was accompanied by Jaden, candidly.
Look at this boy, her. Like, they look like they going through some things, and the stuff that they say, lets you know that they are all dealing with something, man. And many of those Hollywood kids are like that, because if you notice that many of those Hollywood kids out there turned out to be gay. Just to be honest, I mean, you had like Snoop's son, Dr. Dre's son. Ain't no telling about Will and Jada. I'm pretty sure they probably identify as non-binary. I think Willow do for sure. But many of those kids and their parents in those type of situations end up playing both sides of the track. So it's a very dangerous situation, man. And I would definitely be careful, you know, if that is your desire to be associated with the Hollywood crowd, because it can backfire and take you down. Don't forget, guys, and with the LGBTQ stuff going on and a lot of this stuff, you know, if I'm not mistaken, the Baphomet, if you're familiar with the Baphomet was almost like a hermaphrodite. You know, the Baphomet was like a man, but he had like breasts and some feminine parts. And so whether we pushing ourselves in the world towards that type of mindset, then you know that it's not what's up. It's building up to destroy it. So just be careful what you're listening to, what's going on. Chris Rock was wrong for this video. If you ask me, Jada has been very toxic by putting all of their family business out there. Will has not had the patience, the backbone, I believe, to walk away from their situation or really just put her in check. Maybe she had some leverage on him to where he doesn't feel like it, but I really think that he should have been and walked away from that situation. So maybe it'll work out, but I really think that, you know, if she wanted to leave, you know, with them trying to destroy his image right now, because everywhere you turn around is Will's the bad guy, Will's the bad guy, oh my God, Will Smith. So if Jada wanted to say, I'm walking away from Will Smith right now, that'll be cold-blooded, but it would be a good opportunity for her too, because everybody has turned on her. So, turned on him at this time. So anyways, man, I'm out. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I didn't mean to make this video so long, but it is what it is. I'm out this time. Peace.